Is he mispronouncing like every name under?
Who the fuck is Robert?
Yeah, it's Devil Speed.
What was it? He called Ben. I think because he. I think he called him Benjamin and Franklin.
Oh my days! Who are we taking off? Neco Williams. What a boy!
More importantly, are you going to get the stream sorted?
Nico Williams again really drove this last team forward. He's defended well, but on the front foot all.
Is this all we got? Is this all we got? Right on. No Sutty. Fucking hell, you only beat Ukraine. There's not really that hard, is it? Beating Ukraine, it's not hard.
Scotland didn't do it, did they?
Scotland and Wales are wank at football. So are England.
We did it, Scotland didn't. Keegs is now Welsh till the World Cup's over.
Right, anyway, let's get this over and done with.
Oh, Sutty's just joined party now. Fucking hell, what a knob. I mean, just as we start. Fucking outrageous. We just started, so you might not be in the McLaren, but you'll still score points in the McLaren. You'll have to come in probably press square to take over, or it might not let you qualify.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Simplay Motorsport. My name for F1 Championship, and what a season it's and out of the way as we go into the final round here. And we've already crowned our champion and leaving the pits. And leaving the pits for the final time here on this long championship is PN Motorsport. He will be the first car to leave the pits. He has gone out onto the medium tyre, as I've now got a fancy little display on my phone, so I know what lap times people are doing, what telemetry I have on my phone as well, so I can know exactly who is what sector. We've got a couple other cars. Matt Imovic, your F1 champion. There he is in. Oh. And he does a great job of just crashing into the back of a car there. And he already gets himself a 5-place grid penalty. So a great start for Matthew there. As for some reason my internet is not wanting to work. So great start here. Why is it not turning on? Why is my Wi-Fi turned off? On my laptop, so obviously if my Wi-Fi wasn't working, we wouldn't be able to see what's going on. But Matimovic will gain himself a lovely penalty already to the evening, but he's already won the championship anyway. So nonetheless, Matimovic will be gaining himself a 5 grid place penalty. And let's have a run through the drivers here this evening. We do have all sorts of drivers. Fury currently still in the pits in the McLaren, with Craig also out in the Williams. He's already made contact with Matimovic. And Gary 131 back in the Aston Martin, the Constructors Champion, going to be hitting the track with Bryn in the Mercedes and Rabbit Joe in his Haas. That Buddy Boy in the Alpine and A. Smith in the AlphaTauri. Matimovic in his championship winning car, the Aston Martin, coming back into the pitch, and DJ Phil in the Red Bull. Also PN Motorsport in the Ferrari with his teammate Big Boy Brazier. And these guys are currently out on track. Those are the tyres. They are going to be using their best tyres as well. And let's get a full track map, as we do have someone setting a sector now. Someone has gone purple first sector. We've got a few cars going through the sector 1 and setting purple sectors. That's PN Motorsport was the first one to set the purple sector, but he won't be the fastest so far. As I really my horrid Wi-Fi here is not wanting to play ball whatsoever. I hope that it is working. It is, so that's something. Again, apologies guys, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what is going on. As PN Motorsport sets the banker here this evening. Said I am trying to sort things out with the internet. I don't know what's going on. Been trying to figure this out for a while and it's not wanting to play ball whatsoever. And I'm sick to death with F1. Because I think it's now starting to improve ever so slightly. I'm not sure. Hopefully you guys can see it a bit more clearly now and it's not buffeting too much. But Big Boy Brazier sets the fastest lap of the race so far on the medium tyre. Still a couple of guys to go out on track. Slutty Apex has managed to get himself into the McLaren, which is good to see. Lucas Ruff currently on a lap time on the medium tyre. I've had to abandon my telemetry because I had to keep checking the stream on my phone instead of my laptop, because the laptop is not wanting to play ball right now. So hopefully the stream is sorting itself out. I hope that it's not too bad for you guys. Currently PMO is a Ferrari 1-2 at the minute. Argent currently in that second place, third place position. Gary 131 still in the pits. A lot of guys still in the pits. Matimovic returned back on track. And once again, apologies for any issues with the stream. I'm trying my best to figure out what is going on. Currently fastest lap though is Big Boy Brazier. He goes faster again. Rabbit Joe now up into second place position. He's found pace in that Haas, and Lucas Roth currently in fourth as well. So it's Ferrari versus Haas at the front at the minute. As Argent's gone into the wall, he's gone wide and made contact with the wall. Who else is on a lap time? Slutty Apex has just slowed down a minute. He's looking to try and maybe clear some space. He's slowing right down here, trying to get some temperature in those tyres. Tell you what I am going to do. Let's just check my actual stream itself. Right, okay, so let's have a look, see here. I don't want the live chat. We got a yellow flag in the final sector for some reason. We got a slow car. That is Craig. He's just trying to stay out of the way as Matahimovic now goes third. Somewhat a bit off the pace of Big Boy Brazier, who sets the pace at this minute. As Matahimovic comes down the back straight now and into the slower section of the track. Looking to try and improve on his lap time and get himself a little bit further. He is purple middle sector. He did say he was going to start on a hard tyre or not even qualify. Obviously Matahimovic deciding to ignore what he was going to say, but he's going to go set a lap time instead. So we've got less than 9 minutes now left of this session. As Matahimovic comes into the final corner, has he improved on his lap time? That is the question. Towards the line he comes, and Matt does take pole position on the medium tyre. What can anybody else do? Sutty Apex goes third fastest overall. Lucas Roth still trying to find a little bit more pace. He's currently in 5th place position. Fiora still set a lap time. Fury, Gary, Bryn all still yet to set a lap time. That Buzzy Boy coming into the final few corners now. What can he do on this lap? He runs a little bit wide, but towards line, that Buzzy Boy goes third. He's third fastest on the soft tyres. We got a car coming through the final sector now. It is Lucas Roth who crosses the line and does not improve. He will stay in 6th place position. We got A. Smith coming into the final few sectors now. Can he improve on his lap time here? Sector 2, there's a car slow in sector 2. That's probably Matahimovic going slow as A. Smith crosses the line now to start his flying lap here. Sutty Apex, the next car to come towards the line here. In the McLaren, there's still a tough fight going on between some of the teams. I would like to look at it, but sadly the internet on my end is playing up and I can't seem to get any of it to work. But now, Sutty Apex into the final sector now. Can he improve on his lap time? Final corner now. Sutty Apex currently 4th fastest. He crosses the line, he finds improvement, but he doesn't go ahead of that Buzzy Boy. He's currently in 4th place. We've got Goten Duffin into the pit with Matahimovic as well. We got a yellow flag, which has now cleared. We got A. Smith currently on a lap time, as well as Bryn's on an out lap with a Haas right behind him. That is Rabbit Joe. So A. Smith, what can he do in the AlphaTauri? Looking to try and improve on his lap time here. Into the final sector he goes now. A. Smith, he's got a little bit of traffic of a Haas of I think that's Rabbit Joe. And Rabbit Joe allows him through. So A. Smith, what can he do? He's got a fresh set of mediums. Oh, he touches the curb and somehow avoids hitting the wall, and that is that lap ruined for him. As Sutty Apex, has he gone on a hot lap? That's the question. As that was Key. Lucas Roth was coming into the pits. So we've now got Sutty Apex. Don't think he's on a fast lap here. And towards Sector 3 he goes. Sati Apex still currently in that 4th place position. I think this is probably an in-lap for himself. We've still got a few guys who still haven't set a lap time. Fury, Gary, Bryn and A. Smith still yet set a lap time. DJ Phil also another one to still set a lap time here. Sati Apex into the pits. As Rabbit Joe on his medium set tyres. He's done his best lap time on the soft. So far that's what he's going to be starting on. Into the final sector, Rabbit Joe comes. In the Haas, what can he do to improve? Abu Dhabi's been known for not the most exciting Grand Prix, especially in the previous years, but with the new changes that came, and especially last year, the most dramatic one we've seen yet, as Rabbit Joe does improve on the medium tyre, and that is the tyre he's going to be starting on so far. Craig E currently going down the first sector, as Gary 131 finally exits the pits, as Bryn is currently on a hot lap, and is on his way into the final sector now. Sends it into penultimate corner, needs a good exit out the final corner. Towards the line he comes. Bryn, what lap time is this going to be? It's going to be P9 for him at this stage, his teammate. Slowest of all so far, Goten Duffin, but he has got a few drivers who still yet to set a lap time. As Gary 1 through. Oh, Gary clips that curve quite badly. Towards the final few sectors he goes, as Argent is on his way out. A few others on a lap time. I believe Craig E will be the next man to set a lap time here. Currently 10th place so far. Can he find a little bit more time and get ahead of Bryn? Currently on the medium, soft tyre. The faster of the tyres, soft, medium, hard, and he's on the softs. This should give him more performance. And towards the line, Craig comes. Oh, he gets a bit of curb. Does he improve? He doesn't, and he'll stay in 10th place position so far. But some guys are now starting to come out with fast laps as Rabbit Joe is into the pits as Lucas Roth starts his lap. As we got that Buzzy Boy currently on a lap time. He's coming towards the final sector, but he chooses to bail as well. Bryn next to come to the line to set a lap time. He's into the final sector. So Bryn currently staying in that 9th place position right now. No one really improving at the minute. Argent currently on an outlap, but Gary 131 is on a flyer. What can Gary do? But he's into the final few corners, a little wide through the boat section. Can he get a good exit here through to into the penultimate corner? Gary 131, you're a Constructors champion here with Matahimovic for Aston Martin. Exits the final corner. What lap time does he produce? He takes pole position here. Gary 131 on the soft tyre goes fastest of all. And what a lap time there from Gary 131. He goes top of your tables here. Currently out on track still. Craig E into the final corner. Is he going to improve on 11th place position? He finds some time, but he does not improve. Lucas Roth on the soft tyre. What can he do? He goes third. The Haas goes up into 3rd place position ahead of the Big Boy Brazier of the Ferrari. Matt is done. Big Boy Brazier's done. That Buzzy Boy, Sutty, Rabbit Joe, PN Motorsport. They are all done for the session. A. Smith crosses the line and he goes 6th fastest. Lap times are starting to improve. Bryn into the final sector now, still on the medium tyre. Is he going to improve? Dean Wasocki, hello everyone, and good welcome Dean to the chat. And Bryn bails out. So, who is on a lap? DJ Phil is on an out lap, but Origin is currently on a flyer right now, 10th place position. Is he going to improve on 10th? Final race of the season, and all these guys will want to finish the season on a high. as Argent, there's a yellow flag in the final sector. That's Gary going slow, but Kieran Argent towards the line. He will get one more lap in if he has enough battery power, but towards the line. Does he improve on 10th? He goes up to 9th, and PM Motorsport has no answer. Gary 131 now is your pole man. Who's that in the background? That is Fury, and Fury will just be able to set one lap time, but he's dropped it. He doesn't even get to set a lap time here. Fury is out of qualifying. The Fury's granddad in the chat says, evening all, good luck to everyone. Thanks Dan for all the excellent work on the comms this season, and PS go Fury. Thank you very much, Fury's granddad. As Craig E goes to the final corner, does he improve? He improves his lap time, but he will not improve his position. So it's down to the two Red Bulls and A. Smith. Has A. Smith found any more time in the AlphaTauri? He hasn't got his teammate to support him here. Towards the line, A. Smith does not improve and will stay 6th overall. It's just down to the two Red Bulls. Argent has pulled out of his lap time. DJ Phil last to set a lap time here. As he has crashed out in qualifying. Fury's granddad says, oops. But DJ Phil, he's got one shot at this. He's left it to the last minute. And what can he do here? Fury at DJ Phil into the penultimate corner. Final corner here for the final time here in Simplay Motorsport. The F1 Championship's coming to an end. The last qualifying session is done, and DJ Phil will start in 12th place position. Argent will peel into the pits, and that is qualifying over. The last qualifying of the season, and it has gone to this man. Gary 131 is your pole sitter. Aston Martin once again will be on the front row for another 1-2 front row start. Gary 131 is your pole man here. Matt Timovic will start in 2nd. 3rd is Lucas Roth. 4th is Big Boy Brazier. 5th is that Boise Boy. 6th is A. Smith. I'm not sure if A. Smith is on a lap time. I don't think he is. If he is, I don't think he is. He's coming to the line now. No, it's just the AI going around. He is good start 6th. 7th is Slutty Apex. 8th is Rabbit Joe. 9th is Argent. 10th is PM Motorsport. 11th is Bryn. 12th is DJ Phil. 13th is Craig E. 14th is Goten Duffin. And bringing up the rear is Fury for the final time here in the F1 Championship. What a season it's been. Matt Timovic and Aston Martin have been the guys to beat. Green Pies and Alfa Romeo gave it a very good shot. But it is going to be an Aston Martin back on pole position here again. Gary 131 will take your pole position here. As Matt did also get a 5th place grid penalty, so it won't be a 1-2 for Aston Martin. So Gary 131 on pole. Matthew will have to start down in 17th position, I believe, but he will be on the medium tyre. But it's going to be an interesting race nonetheless. A lot of drivers doing different strategies, loads of different tyre choices here. Who's going to be the fastest of them all? Can Lucas Roth get himself up into the front row here? That is the question. But guys, get your votes in on who you think is going to win the final race of the season. Is it going to be an Aston Martin? Is it going to be one of the previous winners of either Matt or Gary or Green Pies? Or Gel Ram's not here to race either, so Green Pies nor here to score points or race either. That's Fury. So Mum's in the chat saying evening all. Hope you all had a good weekend. Come on, Fury. Fury's got it all to do, starting from the back of the grid. And we have got a very long race ahead as the drivers make their final adjustments and changes. I finally have internet on my phone. Not on my phone, on my laptop. So hopefully I can find out a few little things. But it is the last race of the season. Who is going to come out on top? That is the question. It is Gary 131 on pole position with Keegs, aka Lucas Roth, alongside him. Lucas Roth probably wanting his only chance to be in the lead of this race, and he pulls away. But it is Gary 131 who is your pole man. Lucas Rolfe will start in second place. Big Boy Brazier will start third. Fourth is That Body Boy. Fifth is A Smith. Sixth is Sutty Apex. And seventh is Matahimovic. In 8th place position will be Rabbit Joe. And in 9th place position will be Argent. 10th is PN Motorsport. 11th is Bryn. 12th is DJ Phil. 13th is Craig E. 14th is Goten Duffin. And bringing up the rear is this man, Fury. He will finish this qualifying order here. And for the final race here at Simplay Motorsport, it's been a long season, but it has come to an end. Aston Martin, a reminder, are your Constructors Champions. And it is an Aston Martin driver who is your Drivers Champion. It is this man, Matahimovic, is your champion. He is passing cars under formation order, which, again, I don't really like to see, but they do it anyway. As we are about to get underway for the final race of the season. Gary 131, Lucas Rolfe, who is gonna come on top? That is the question. As we come into the final sector now. Aston versus Haas. Ferrari versus Alpine just behind. This is going to be a great finale race for sure. Like I said, championship tables have pretty much been wrapped up. It's still a close fight. McLaren can catch Alfa Romeo. They just need to score good points here. Need to score at least a great fight between AlphaTauri as well. Gary 131 has got that third place position, but Sutty Apex, PM Motorsport, all these guys still got a championship to fight for. Also, Big Boy Brazier looking to make places also. As they line up for the final time here. For the 16th round of the championship, the season finale is Gary on pole. Lights come on. And we're green here, and Gary gets a decent start as Lucas Rolfe wheel spins quite a lot, but we are green here, and Matahimovic is already trying to force his way through the order. But Gary 131 goes wide. Lucas Rolfe is right behind him on no soft tyres. The two soft tyre runners are now running away with this as everyone's managed to get going. As we come down into turn 4. And right now, Matahimovic is having a fight with Sutty Apex. They are fighting it out here for these earlier positions as Fury's already made a run up to 10th place position already. So what a start from Fury. As we see them now all go down the back straight. Lucas Rolfe really hasn't had the best of starts either. He's not been able to jump Gary at the start, but nonetheless, he's got Big Boy Brazier. And we go down towards the slower part of the section as Lucas Rolfe sends it down the inside, and he now leads this race, but Gary 131's coming back down the inside and he pushes him wide. The Ferrari of Big Boy Brazier now comes underneath and gets the position and goes wide. That's now allowed Lucas Rolfe to come back in, but That Body Boy is also not too far behind. As they all funnel their way through into the final sector, Lucas Rolfe still trying to defend heavily from Big Boy Brazier, but Gary still leads this race. Matahimovic has managed to clear Sutty, but he hasn't got very much further than that so far. There's a few other guys slowly working their way up. PM Motorsport dropping right to the back, but Gary, fastest lap of this race. Yellow flag in sector 3. Who's dropped it? No, they've all managed to keep going. There's probably a car gone wide. I think that was Bryn. Bryn's coming to the pits, but Gary now can stretch his legs a little bit. Let's get the tyre. Let's get the tyre information up. That's what we like to see. But it is Gary 131 who leads this race. That's his pit strategy. Looks like a 3-stop for possibly him. As That Body Boy has dropped it, and he's gone round. He's going to have to wait for a clear path to get back on track, but he's spun it around again. He's going to have to wait for the pack to miss him, but PN Motorsport has hit him. Luckily, no damage, and That Body Boy gets a 5-second penalty for avoidable accident there. And that's going to give Matahimovic another position. That's a virtual safety car already here. There's Gary who still leads this race. Gary 131 leading the way with Lucas Ross in second. Big Boy Brazier in third. Fourth is Matahimovic. Sati Apex currently in fifth and A Smith in sixth. Fury's worked his way up into seventh place position, done most of the order. Arjun in eighth. Ninth is Rabbit Joe. 10th is DJ Phil. Goten Duff in 11th. Craig in 12th. That Bozzy Boy in 13th. And PN Motorsport with the front wing damage in 14th place position. And bringing up the rear is Bryn, who's not able to catch up to the back of the pack, because obviously these guys have to stick to a set speed delta that they've been given, as these guys will get themselves prepped and ready to go, as the virtual safety car should hopefully be ending very shortly. But it is still Gary leading this race. And Big Boy Brazier is looking down the inside, even though we're still under virtual safety car. And that Buzzy Boy gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car. And Craig has lost the place to DJ Phil, because they're both into the pits, as is Goten Duffin. They're all into the pits, as is that Buzzy Boy. All these guys pitting now. That Buzzy Boy serving his 5-second penalty. And away they get to work on his car. All these guys got going once again. Matimovic not able to stick to the back of the guys in front of him. DRS is already enabled. Lap 3 here, and it's been enabled as Lucas Roth now under pressure from Big Boy Brazier. Jamie goes up the inside of Keegs, while Keegs is going to try and outsmart him here. Is he going to get the DRS zone? He does, so he uses the second DRS zone to now attack the Ferrari. Big Boy Brazier having to defend the inside, but Keegs is going to have to go around the outside. Can he get the job done on the outside? No, he can't. As we've got all sorts of scraps going on here. Fury has made a move on Sutty and A Smith. So Fury now up in the 5th place position. Recovery drive from him, and he's cleared all this lot. A Smith now has lost out to Argent as well. So all these guys changing positions left, right and centre, as Big Boy Brazier has managed to keep hold of his lead. That Buzzy Boy is now in 11th, as these guys are still changing position. Goten Duffin and Bryn are changing positions. Goten Duffin makes a position as DJ Phil just sits behind them. There's moves happening left, right and centre. Bryn for cutting the corner has got a 3-second penalty. Lucas Roth now under pressure from Matahimovic. As they go through turn 1. And Matt now right on the back of Keegs, but he gets a tank slapper there and is unable to stick with Keegs there due to the fact that the dirty air of the Haas has just unsettled the Aston Martin ever so slightly. The two McLarens a little bit off the pace at the minute, but that's where they need to be. They need to be scoring points to outdo Alfa Romeo right now. Gary 131 with a comfortable lead at the minute. Has got away from Big Boy Brazier from the DRS zone as Keegs. Lucas Roth is now under pressure from Matahimovic. And he goes through. Pass. But now Keegs will be able to use the DRS for the second part of the straight. He gets a wiggle. Matt very slow out the corner, as Keegs doesn't have DRS. So he must have crossed the line exactly the same time as the Aston Martin and can't find a way through. Sutty Apex DRS on his teammate. Can he find a way through on his teammate? No, he can't. He'll have to stay behind him. Argent now still ahead of A Smith, with Rabbit Joe not too far behind. Relatively clean races so far. We've managed to keep all cars on track. We've not lost one so far. I hope I've not cursed them though. As they all work their way through the order. Lucas Roth just losing the pace a little bit to the leaders as Gary 131 sets the fastest lap of this race, but Big Boy Brazier goes and smashes it straight after. So Gary in first, Big Boy Brazier in second, Matimovic in third, now Lucas Roth in fourth, and losing touch with the leaders. We've got a yellow flag in the final sector, and that is Craig E. He's hit the wall, and that is his session done. That is his F1 championship done for this season. Craig E, sadly, after doing so well in Brazil in not crashing out, he's now crashed out here at Abu Dhabi, and sadly he's not going to score any points here this evening. Such a shame. As now Bryn comes into the final sector. as we are now under safety car conditions. The safety car will be deployed and it's out on track. All these guys now, probably the soft runners, will probably think about coming into the pits and getting rid of the softs. You probably have that. Yes, I have, and I already have. As they all now come into the final part of the track. These guys just clearing the Aston Martin safety car. And ironic how we do have the Aston Martin safety car here this evening. The championship winning team, Aston Martin, have got their safety car out on track, as that Bozzy boy doesn't want another drive-through. But there is the Aston Martin safety car. And they're all just getting themselves around the track. And it's still Gary 131 who leads the way. Sati Apex now moves out because Lucas Roth has decided to pit. He's now wanting to get off those soft top from wing damage, I think. So he has come in. I think I might have to just stop the stream a minute. Because I need to figure out what is going on with this internet. Apologies now if I suddenly disappear, but we'll be back with you momentarily as soon as I figure out what is going on.